Okay, everyone. Howdy, welcome to my stream. Unfortunately, this is quite dark, so it makes my face hard to see. Otherwise, you could see my pretty blue eyes. Limiting my background is my answer, by the way, to let's put some candles on. That might help too. To not having a is it a blue screen or a green screen? I'm doof because I do sit in my kitchen, and there are people who come on and make rude comments. So I'm going to try to keep my eyes on this over here. Oh, yeah, that helped. Not. See her, the seething sarcasm there. So this is how my face looks tonight. I apologize. Hopefully we will have a lot of people join us. I just actually thought to myself, I can go over here and look. And it's as if I'm not even streaming. And yet I am. Okay, well, that's really quite bizarre. Okay, we'll see if that actually picks up. That's my text to chat thing. We were here. We need to go get Durham is what we need to do. Did we just sleep? We don't look like we slept. There we go. And I'm going to down some orange juice. No, there's no vodka in it. It's just orange juice. My poor body. Let's go get Durance. Okay? I think he would be very helpful in cleaning out that temple. I usually have him with me. And that is our goal today, by the way. Can't really trip a wolf, can you? So the combat in here is very boring, by and large, because it's not a combat simulator, as I'm fond of telling you. Oh, you can't hear it. Just a second. Bugger me. Every time I change something here, I have to go to manually. You'd think these things would adjust on their own, wouldn't you? Let's see. There we go. That works. They're not saying anything right at the moment, but still. Let me turn this down just a wee bit as well. Okay. There we go. No, but the wolf can knock me down. That's fair enough. I've got 2 legs. He's got 4. He's more stable than I am. Okay. There we go. And I'm hoping the streams will stay today. If not, I'm going to have to mess around again. But last time it wasn't dropping out too frequently. There were periods, oddly enough, that seemed to, where it seemed to just go bleh. By the way, I'm not the kind of person who's looking for like 1,000 followers or something. I mean, obviously it would be nice to have ever how many people want to follow me. I'm really looking for a dedicated community of people who enjoy my content. West to Gilded Vale, south to Anslog's Compass, and east to Black Meadow. This is a weird conversation, by the way. Squatting at the base of this statue is an incredibly ugly man with bulging red cheeks raked by pox scars and a scraggly beard. He is sweating as if he has a fever, but his breathing is measured and steady, like a slow push of a blacksmith's bellows. But that comparison feels strange and unwelcome. The next comparison, possibly sparked by his grin, is that of a bear trap. And then out of nowhere, there is a hint of alchemical fire that fades almost as soon as you identify the smell.
Come to pray at the statue.
The question mark is barely there. As the man makes the statement, the statue takes on a reddish cast, as if one is holding a torch to it. then slowly blooms into waving flames. The man doesn't turn as the statue blossoms into fire.
The others are welcome, but it's best if just you and I trade words, and your shadows stay quiet. Hands off their weapons, both arcane and steel. It's only you I want to trade words with anyway. I swear before the whore that is Margaret, no harm will come to you in her shadow. If that's enough of a promise for you. If not...
His staff rests easily in his hand. It wasn't there a moment ago. Let us study the statue first, or examine it. The weaving firelight from the statue gives off no heat. So much so, you wonder if it is some trick of the mind. The ugly man before you doesn't seem to notice it or feel it, although the sheen on his brow is still present, as if he's burning up from within. Let us study the man. The sudden weaving flames from the statue of Mogron cast more light on his features. The man's robes are dirty, stained with grease and other marks of the road. The hems of his robes, including the sleeves, are burned at the edges, as if he walked a great distance across a fire, then reached into the flames with his hands to pull something out. But while his hands are thick and calloused, they bear no burn or scorch marks. Let us focus on his staff. The staff looks thick, stout, of blackened ash once burned by a terrible fire. Beneath the ash, the lines of the wood bear shapes and patterns, and there is a certainty the staff was once something far more dangerous. But not now. As you study it deeper, it shimmers slightly in your eyes, like water catching the light weaving across the statue. Whatever power was bled from the staff, it doesn't make it or the wielder any less dangerous. You look up to see the man watching you.
E0NK7.
Hi.
Welcome to
Hi,
my
Don.
channel.
Watching you study the staff. As his gaze meets yours, he nods with his humorless smile. Okay. Hi, Donk. We're going to go grab Durance today. Strange choice of company. Stone seems cold comfort. The man smiles slightly at your words and nods, never taking his eyes off of you. I could do better, though the road holds little else. His eyes run the length of your frame, and he follows it with a sneer until now. Okay, so he's bisexual. That's cool.
The world holds many whores we worship. Respect comes with honest titles. I bet even you have gone against instinct in exchange for a little copper. Or paid for such in countless ways. But if I give offense, if words are all that are left to a man, then why in the Deerwood of all places he should have leave to speak them?
Okay, so number 5, I didn't catch your name or why you want to speak with me. I didn't give it.
Find names as useless as I do. The names that litter this world like debris are hard enough to wrap around the tongue. And what do they matter? It's what's beneath the skin and the letters I care about. What burns within. It's more important to me you're a watcher than whatever culture or accent decorates your letters like awkward crowns. Take pride in your actions, not where you hail from. Or how your name rolls off whatever liar's tongue coats it now.
I like his character.
If you need a title to hang on me to match your own, Watcher, then call me Durance. And as you observe souls, I test them.
What do you mean?
Welcome to my channel.
Hi, welcome. Just a tip, guys, even though it always says there's only one person watching, look in the list, because sometimes I'll have, upwards of 12 or so. It's a small channel. Durance shakes his head and his hand curls lightly on his staff. I can see the questions bubbling up. Let's burn them away one by one.
I am a missionary. I walk this diseased nation with its heathen, its people so careless with the spirits of others and their own, watchers among them. Yes, I know you for what you are, and your name doesn't interest me. Names are for honest folk, And you are a crack that shines light from another place.
I don't want to
We're meant
contemplate
to
that.
travel together, you and I. Saw you in the flames. Not your face, but that soul of yours. All tightened up, like a huntsman's knot.
Okay. By the way, this isn't my first time playing it.
Regrets.
I'm a role player.
Welcome to my channel.
Hi, welcome. I'm a role player, so I always put myself into my character's role. You saw my
There's
soul in the
things we can
flames.
teach each other. If you're in need of answers to your mantle of questions. I don't force my words on anyone other than you. I don't care who walks with you or what their mewling problems and politics are. There's enough howling in the world without me stoking the fire. I won't take from your provisions, don't need much on the road. I can carry my weight, which is considerable.
He doesn't really look fat to me.
Many will stand against you. They probably already have, from what I can see. Left their marks, it seems. Like a trail, worming its way behind you.
So it's just thinned out orange juice, what I'm drinking here. My body needs water. Anytime you're in the process, by the way, of taking weight off, make sure you drink lots of water. And the orange juice just gives the vitamins. So, okay, what kind of marks? What does he mean?
Spirit wind? Both could have touched you, yet here you
We had that
stand.
spirit wind. That's
As
true.
for disease, not all of us were close to water when the pox hit. But it's no longer a passenger in my flesh. It left its marks as well. But like flames, the pox doesn't strike twice, nor is it catching.
Well, it would be if you were still infected, but that's okay. Number 2, if your stone mistress there allows it, then come on.
Her? Don't fear her jealousy. Let us see what the road holds, Watcher.
Fair enough. Okay, so now we have Durance in our party. I know it sounds insane, but he's a priest, so we are safer with him in our party, aren't we? Okay. I think we're pretty low level still. We just kind of jotted over here to grab him. We're going to clear the temple this evening, by the way. And the temple has lots of choices in and of itself. I do that every time. Forget which way I'm supposed to click. What? I never put that way. That's just the height of insanity. Okay, that looks good. Let's do that. But the temple has a lot of choices for you to make too. Or at least have some. It has some. Salmamaso. We don't want to exaggerate like always and never. I hope everyone's having a great evening, by the way. And thank you for being here. I very much appreciate it. Y'all come. Usually I have a lot of lovely lurkers in my channel. And they come and they keep me company.
00_Alyssa.
Hi, Alyssa.
Welcome to my channel.
Feels like we've been seeing more bandits along the road as of late. Okay, yeah, that's probably the truth. So we want to start on the temple. I guess we could go ahead and go over there and do the opening dialogue. Go like that. Let them find their way. I may have to aim my camera just slightly down because this chair doesn't really go up very well. Oh, okay. I didn't know you were coming in from that side, guys.
I haven't been in here for, must be 5-6 years. Used to be real nice. Bright. Warm.
A man lies resting against the wall, lit by the dim illumination of the fading sconces. He has a gaunt, fox-like aspect. His face is pale and damp with sweat. One arm is held loosely against his side, sleeve soaked with blood. He gives you an anxious glance as you near. his features twisted with pain.
Good day, stranger.
Oh, he's also a pale elf. Ha! Thought you were some... Never mind. Whoever you are, you've traveled a long way to reach a dark place. This temple isn't what it used to be, probably for the best, times being as they are. He groans and shifts position, wincing. I'm no looter, if that's what you're thinking. Not one of the faithful either. Just wanted to do some good, I suppose. Got my arm clawed up for it. He regards you warily. Maybe you'd have better luck? What happened to you? I was trying to avoid the spiders. He breathes a quiet laugh. Ran into a scolder. Might have gone a little better for me if the beast hadn't knocked the sword right out of my hand. Good blade, too. Probably still lying there in the dust. He smiles wearily. But I'm not, so that's all right. But I'm not. Yeah, he's not lying in the dust. It's not a bad wound, I think. It just hurts. Okay, our character, by the way, is a pale elf male mage, in case the male part is of interest to anyone. And we have to develop his character as we go. I don't know. I don't see him as being really benevolent, but let's ask him what he was doing down here. I mean, we can be benevolent sometimes, obviously, but I'm never... one time I need to make myself an evil character in this game and play it, because I struggle with being aggressive and sometimes, and I'm never cruel. I have a really hard time with that. So that's, in case you people wonder why I play evil characters sometimes, that's actually... The man points a finger upwards. These ruins around us used to be a temple of Eothas, the scattered god. A grand temple at that. His worshippers would come from all over the Deerwood for Ceres even. Just a second, sorry. Yes. My friend was meaning to send me something that she felt would be of interest to me. Not so much from Red Ceres these days. Okay, until the war, of course. Even then, you'd get some of the stubborn ones, the ones that couldn't get it through their heads that their god was dead and gone. Hi.
Welcome to my channel.
Welcome. As I said, if you all want to see how many people are actually in here, click on the little medal in Twitch, and that'll show you who's actually just sort of lurking in the stream that Twitch won't count. So let's see. Okay, go on. Once the legacy started, Lord Raderick decided he'd been too lenient on the Eothasians. He had his people go in and put them to the sword, left them down there, buried under a heap of rock. After that, Raderick ordered the temple sealed. It's been years like that, up until recently. Lord Raderick hoped that if we rededicated the temple to a living god, then we'll be forgiven, and the legacy will end. See? He smiles wryly. But until then, the temple is as you see it, unguarded. And that's where you come in. Weirton licks his lips. Those priests, maybe they didn't have a lick of sense between them, but they still didn't deserve to go like that. Chopped down by their gods, in their god's house. It doesn't sit right with me. If you can get down there, find their remains, maybe we can finally give them a proper burial. Weirton breathes out. No small task. There's coin in it for you if you need motivating. Aloth's cautious expression softens. A pleasant surprise to see that someone around here has a shred of respect for the dead. Okay, so here are our choices in front of us. Number two, no, well, that sounds like we're going to blackmail him. Okay, number 3. That's gonna not do wonders for our relationship with Aloth, but I'm not a priest. It's about respect, isn't it? About deserving to be remembered, not just tossed under a pile of rocks and forgotten. He breathes out shakily. I thought it worth the effort. giving that to them. Okay, we'll go find them. By the flame, I owe you a good turn. But listen, the temple's been sealed off for so long, it's crawling with creatures. But if you get past them, the priests would have been down on the lower floor. They'll be there still, if they're anywhere. Well, he would know that, wouldn't he? Those priests had all kinds of secret chambers, switches in the wall, trick sconces, that kind of thing. Keep an eye out, and take care down there. I wouldn't want to have to send someone else after your remains. I'll wait here by the stairs and keep a lookout. Maybe try to patch myself up some. Tea. So,
Tarsai. Welcome to my
hi,
channel.
welcome to my channel. So let's put Durance customarily a little bit farther toward the front, because we're not playing a barbarian. I have a habit of playing a barbarian in this game. We're playing a thief, a pale elf thief. And if it's of interest to anyone, it is a male.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
This is not my first playthrough, but as I'm always saying, I'm a role player, so you can easily think it is my first playthrough.
Yeah.
Almost.
Almost what?
For Eothas!
The little ones should go down fairly easy. So let's use this. I hate having the two mages, but there it is. And Durance is always a little bit back because he has that staff of his. It has quite a long reach on it. So I'm not sure that the game volume is not still too high. Too loud, that is to say. Accidentally hitting the description. You'll live to tell about it. And the combat is not that interesting, really. It's just not.
And 25 seconds.
We came down here. We could have gone up and rested in the inn first, but we decided to come down here first and see if we can't make a little bit of progress here. The brown-red smears flake away under the toe of your boot. Ooh.
00_Aaliyah. Welcome to my channel.
Hi, welcome. So, let's see. We are in the temple, by the way, running around here. I should actually put a little message in here and pin it. I don't need graphic designer services or to pay people to sit in my stream, but thank you. Okay, so because I get that a lot, actually, I get people who pop in here and they want to
Girl
sell me
said, I
that
don't
kind of
need
thing.
graphic designer services or to pay people to sit in my stream, but thank you.
So I just put that up, not because anyone has asked yet, but just as a preventative measure. Because frequently people will come in and be like, oh, I'm a graphic designer. I'm like, oh, I can push the things through those applications too. So, and if I pay people to come sit in my streams, then they're not going to buy a subscription, so that just makes no sense. Then I'm associated without being able to really make any money off of it, and that's just defeats the purpose. So I would need to find a fan base is what I need to find. Ah, gosh. Let's do it that way, and then we'll open it this way. I'm in the wrong game again. There's no reason why that can't go in there. Okay, so shits and grins. I'm really weird about that. Sorry. My brain is going back and forth between games. I was Skyrimming earlier, you know. We may go back up to the temple after this and rest. So now here's the difference between being just injured and being maimed, by the way. I believe, if I recall correctly. I know that when it's yellow, he's maimed. No, he's poisoned. I think he's going to live to tell about it, though. Very melodramatic. I love it. I love it. So I need to aim my camera a little bit more downward. Fine sword, beautiful. What does he have in his hands? He has a saber, but there's probably no reason why he couldn't use that fine ass sword, right? I'm just looking at them actually to see. The one has slightly better damage because it's sharp. But this one has, oh, that's his shield. Well, screw it then. Doesn't look like it's an advantage for him. Okay. There's a lot of comparative stuff in this game. To His Grace, I write to implore. The rest of this letter is crossed out in several places and then abandoned altogether.
Of course.
Nice and slow.
These prayer scrolls are coated in a thick layer of grime and dust. Then we'll have to go back to the inn and let him rest.
I'll have it in no time.
Work of a moment. Okay. We're searching for any hidden stuff. Let's go back and rest, though. Let's go back to the inn and get Adair. Heal that. It's like the difference between Versailles and Versailles. That's how I remember, by the way, how to spell that. Is because in Kentucky, we call our city that's named after Versailles, we call it Versailles. That's how we say it. We sound ignorant to people, but that helps me remember how to spell it.
Welcome to my channel.
Okay, welcome. Whatever your name, he wasn't able to interpret it. I apologize. Hi, welcome. Welcome, everyone. As I said, my channel is small, but it gets a lot of lurkers too. And so you can click the little menu in Twitch to see how many people are actually in here at the moment. I don't think it's that many anyhow right now. Several of my regulars have not shown up yet. Now you can see my face when the screen turns white. Alohope. Hello and welcome to the innkeeper looks up. Oh, it's you. Tenfrith told us what you did for him. It's such a relief to have him back. I can't thank you enough. So now we've got another moderate positive with them. So reputation gain. Consider yourself a favorite of the house. Discounts on drinks, rooms. Tenfrith said he wanted to whip up something nice for you. He's already at work in the kitchen. Or he's already back to work at the kitchen. So, what would you like? Okay, we need to see the womb, please. You can, by the way, we'll go back in a second. Just a second. In fact, let's just go. Whoa, hello. Okay. You can actually create new adventures for your party if you have the gold. So you can create a second PC, someone that you control. Ah, yes, the prices are looking a little bit better, but still a little rich for my puisse. Okay. I would say we are ready to head out. And I think I do have this limited, by the way, to 90 frames. I guess I don't. When I look at the frame rate at the top. Maybe there wasn't a way to limit it. No. So I haven't seen the stream dropping yet. Doesn't mean that it's not. Would be great to get some feedback on that from people. Oh, you're back on your feet. How lovely. So.
Nice and quiet.
It's really weird how the games went to that studio quality recording of the voices and stuff, isn't it?
I'll let Margaret's fire bless this one.
There we go. Someone had question marks a second ago, which means they were confused, you know? Like, what? Oh. That thing's laughing, going, gotcha. Okay, excellent. Materials that we might want later.
Keeping quiet.
Okay. This parchment is worn and tattered, and the ink upon it faded. In this time of hardship, must have just as much faith in ourselves. Your ability to do what exactly? Who knows? And maybe he's right. This is what I miss in some of the other games I play, by the way, is a location map. Like Assassin's Creed Odyssey, they have the world map. Oh, pardon me, but they don't have an individual map of, like, let's say you're in a tomb, an extensive tomb. There's no map of it, so, which in a way is kind of cool, actually. I just get frustrated when I get turned around and everything, but it's actually probably better. The nearby crystals light the cracked mosaic floor in shades of orange, and at certain angles the metallic symbol beneath your feet gleams. As you look on, the air shimmers, as if with summer heat. The vast dust and air seem to pull together until a thin glowing mist appears before you. It is in its rippling gleam, you sometimes think you see the shape of a man, features rendered in broad strokes of air and smoke. Is anyone else seeing this? Your voice sparks movement. The spirit surges with the sudden blazing light, and in the next moment you are somewhere else. Your mind assailed with a sudden wave of fear and noise. You are in the chapter hall. Priests and faithful have gathered in a great crowd, spilling into the hall. Bodies press against you, surging forward to listen. Your own grief is mirrored in the faces around you. Some of the initiates are weeping. Someone has snuffed the candles, and the room is dark, save for the podium, lit from behind. Two people stand before it, lit in silhouette. A man is shouting, voice so ragged with fear you cannot understand what he's saying, but the rectrix stands calm, unmoved. Her strength will see you through these dark times. You feel that hope like a spark behind your ribs. Somewhere behind you, someone begins to sing. The spirit tears itself from you with sudden dizzying force, and you find yourself back before the ruined altar swaying. The spirit fades as suddenly as it appeared. Okay.
does it.
That's what we're looking for, by the way, when we're sneaking around. Okay. The face of the statue has had most of its features struck off, along with portions of its hands. Let's go back down here real quick and check that room that we skipped over. I have it in my head that there's camping supplies in there.
Keeping an eye out.
Not that we need them immediately, but
You're not
Yeah.
getting through me.
they're always handy, aren't they? You double down on that. It's just a teeny spider. Squish it under your boot. Sagamol.
Right.
This is really not rocket science.
Margaren's fire casts light in dark places.
That just sounds so wrong. Oh, let's put this on. Sorry, let's put this on him. So we'll read it. And then let's put that in the... Because oftentimes when I come down here, I have so many camping supplies that I can't carry anymore. Because a lot of times when I'm playing offline, I'll play the next level up, and then that I can only carry 2 camping supplies. But I don't like doing that when I'm streaming. Okay, so this parchment is relatively intact, but the ink upon it has faded. You can carefully make out a few patches, or you can make out a few patches, my brain skipped down a line, of careful, tidy script. Visitors to the ritual floor, Richrix Obrica says, redemption for even those forgot and struck the largest bell first rather than second. The rest is illegible. Okay, so now get our trusty piece of paper here. That's for a different game. Largest bell equals second. Okay, this is a hint for us for a riddle that's going to come up. OT. We have noted that to ourselves.
I shall be discreet.
Yeah, okay. Let's have him do that. We'll have them start slamming books at spiders. What happened? Oh, he's stuck. Well, I guess he won't be.
Welcome to my
Howdy,
channel.
welcome. We are in the temple, by the way, guys, clearing it out in the Pillars of Eternity.
Of course.
Oh,
Keeping an eye out.
they haven't seen us yet. It's on normal mode, so that's okay.
That's it.
If I can't get to that one, I'll take the other one. Okay. That's not exact. It's just a little spider. Well, it's kind of a big spider, so it's hard to squish under your boot, but that's okay. Like I said, the combat in this game is very simplistic, by and large. It's not a combat simulator. Whoever sat here left in a hurry. Ink has dripped across the scroll, obscuring its contents.
does it?
The pile of furniture is branded with scorch marks. It is interesting to see that word branded used the way that we use it today. For those of us who, you know, are familiar with its more common uses, or its, in days gone by, more common uses, I'm be modest, so. Have I forgotten whether I've saved or not? I may not be the best gamer in the world, but I'm not the stupidest.
You're not getting through me.
Although sometimes we could
Leave it to
really
me.
argue that point. Wow, he was easy. There are parts of the game, it's very badly balanced. There are parts of the game that are meant for our level and still
Nice and slow.
just really easy, and other parts that are ungodly challenging. These collapsed stones are pocketed with burrows and narrow crevices. Claw marks and dung marks. Dung mark the passage of beasts. Tea. That's our warning that there's big critters down here.
Leave it to me.
If we didn't already. Know it. Sonic damage? He screams at us. It gives you sonic damage like your mother, you know? Vermin have scoured these plates, though mold still grows in green. Hello, Sha. Green-black clumps across the table. Ugh.
Of course.
Ugh. We're looking mostly for hidden items, and I'm pretty sure there's a, yeah, down over here that we need to get done too. Let's go do that first. Hello, Sha. So, and welcome to my channel, everyone. By the way, if you're not following me or subscribed, please do. These get posted to YouTube as past streams, by the way, or past broadcasts. And sometimes I stream live over there as well, if you want to go and
I
subscribe
wonder what this is.
to my channel over there. It's also That Craig Girl. By the by. Ah, we haven't read that thing yet. This is as opportune a moment as any other. A letter home. Mother, I have asked Brother Edric to carry this letter to you, for he travels to New Haomar come morning. With him goes what coin I have, and I hope it will ease the surprise of an unexpected homecoming, for I mean to follow in a few days' time. Our village is much changed, and though I do not wish for you to worry, I do not feel it is safe to remain. I know Rhetoric's Obrica will not approve, but the letter trails off here. But he was right, and he should have gone home. Ring of Minor Deflection. That's what he already has. Let's give that to him then.
Yes?
What?
Okay, I sometimes get quiet because I get kind of focused, you know?
There's a lesson to be.
Hey,
So the other spells didn't really do that much damage, it doesn't look like. Which I don't think they're meant to do a tremendous amount of damage. Now we're going to have to do something else because we don't want to lose him. Let's reverse that and have him instead do this here because you can see that one.
hey.
We're going to end up going to sleep anyhow, as we see with the dare. So we may as well just use our spells.
Hey,
Okay.
Nice and quiet.
A haze fills the air, coalescing steadily into a blur of dust and mist. It gathers into an outline of what appears to be a dwarf, a shimmering echo that fades in and out of sight. But stronger than sight is the sense within you of a powerful energy. It rolls and seethes with a grief that seems to spill into your own thoughts, tainting them until the sorrow is your own. Like a crashing wave, the energy surges toward you and into you, and suddenly you are elsewhere. Before you is a bright, lit stone corridor lined with torches and gleaming crystals. You're running, your footsteps echoing off the stone around you. You forgot to tie your sandals, and they're slipping from your feet, fouling your steps. You're late again. The right's going to begin without you. You hear the tolling of a bell, and your spirits lift as you recognize the familiar warped tone of the right hand, representing the first of the dawn stars to appear in the night sky. So we need to note that. It is the right hand is the first one. So right equals first. And the last to fade. Okay. So also fourth, because there are 4 of them. Representing the... Okay, you pray fiercely that this is the first of the chimes and not the last. The lights fade, as does the memory, and when your eyes clear, the spirit is gone. It's like magic. Okay.
Durance fire casts light in dark places.
A powerful odor of spices rises from one of the dishes. Vibrant dyes and grain seeds fill the others. Nothing of particular interest for us, is there? We're looking for any hidden objects. Secret doors would be possible down here. There are none, I know that, but normally we would not have that knowledge. Okay, so let's go back up where we were. Oh, there's 3 bells. Okay, so there's 3 bells, and what we know is that the right one has to be rung. Also, yes. Here we go. 3 bells hang from the stone protrusion that runs along this wall. Years of dust and grime coat the metal. There is 1 large bell at the center, flanked by 2 smaller ones. Just like, I'm going to leave for a second. I don't think I've ever found the hint that tells me about that middle bell. I don't think I've ever found it. I postulated this more than anything else from the beginning. So let us examine the bells. The bells appear to be fully intact. They are made of thick iron and look very heavy. There doesn't appear to be much out of the ordinary about them. So we know that we need to ring the right one. We know we need to ring the largest one, which is the middle one. Then let's ring the left one. And then the right one is the last one as well. Okay, there's a quiet melodic chime from all 3 bells before their discordant voices meet in one powerful rising rush of sound. It seems to fill the whole temple, a driving flood of song that drowns all other thought. It drowns it out, I would have said. As the tolling fades, you hear a creak from the direction of the doors as the passage to the lower level swings open. Okay, so for some reason I never find that hint about the middle one. If it, again, I'm postulating its existence. Okay, now let's go back to the inn real quick and let him rest. Get our spells, and then we'll go down to the next level and get started on that. But yeah, I don't see any place that we weren't, where we were not at this on this level. Okay. Just a second, I have a rabbit in here, and I don't need things, random things falling onto the floor. Okay, it doesn't look like that was anything too bad. You have to be very careful, because you don't want the... That's a child? Interesting outfit. You don't want the rabbits eating, getting hold of naughty things. They chew on everything, of course. This rabbit is particularly... notorious for consuming anything I hand to him, by the way. So I will. I'm going to point my camera down a little bit more tomorrow. I have to sit up extremely straight.
Well met, friend.
Okay, let's get a room. Get a room! Oh. No, before we do, let's go to the blacksmith. We can get some more money here. I think he has an issue. He has a problem he wants us to resolve for him as well. The back. Oh yeah, we should go here and settle that matter too. Shall we go do that first? Let's go do that first. Remember the man in the red cloak and the bear? Ring any bells? Oh, 2 little cookies sitting here. I don't know, like we won't really need that. Did it save? It did, okay. What? This man and woman appear to have been deep in conversation, working at closing 2 bulging satchels. They move to embrace until the woman notices your approach and pauses, her smile faltering a little.
Hello.
Can we help you? She looks to her companion, brows furrowing with confusion. Do you know this man, Naughton? Naughton coughs. Yes, I think we met in Valewood. I warned him about the bear. He inclines his head. Glad to see you made it. Was there something else you wanted? Yes, you two are in good spirits for someone who just lost a friend. That's unkind of you to say. I'm grieving my husband in my fashion. I'm only sorry I couldn't convince him to leave Gilded Vale before this happened. I'm relieved to be rid of this terrible place, that's all. It's cost me the greater part of my life, and now my husband, and I'm glad to be free of it. I know what really happened in the bear cave, Naughton. The color drains from Naughton's face. I don't know what you mean. I told you the truth of it. Are you accusing him of something? Ingrid looks to Naughton, touching his arm. If this is about the accident, we're both grieving Pearlie's loss, but it was a wild animal's doing. Something like that. Naughton shakes his head minutely. You see a tremble in his hands. What would make you suggest such a thing? I had a vision in the cave. I saw Pearlie's last moments. As he lived them, I saw you cut him with a knife. That's not possible. How could you possibly know? His hand falls to his sword belt. I left no sign. Not, wait, I don't know what you saw in that cave, but this isn't what you think. Pearlie, my husband, he was as much of a beast as that bear. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what they all say afterward. I've tried to leave the first time I suffered his temper, but he wouldn't have it. She looks away, expression pained. Naughton, we met, and I knew I'd found someone special, someone kind, who cared for me. Please, all we want is to leave this place, to start somewhere else. We've some coins saved up. You could have it if you'll only let us go. I think we're going to pick number 2 this time. I never go to the magistrate, but I think we will this time. I think we will pick number 2. No, whatever your reasons, you caused a man's death. I'm taking this to the magistrate. Now, I don't know what you think you'll tell the magistrate, a story about a dream you had, but you won't take this from us. Not when we're so close, and not for that wretched Pearlie. I see how it is. Anyone who watches me knows I have no problem with this sort of thing.
For Eothas! For Eothas!
Another ring of deflection. Oh, more stuff to give to the blacksmith, right?
Nice and slow.
How may I help? I wonder what this is.
That's a lot of good stuff. Can't take the camping supplies. We're at maximum already. If you play on a lower level, you can. I started out my first time playing this. I started on a low level.
Welcome to my channel.
Hi, welcome. And you have 8 camping goods that you can take with you in that case. Okay, so the bottle of Sunreed is half empty. If we only knew what Sunreed was. There it is. Oh. Stand up, you look ridiculous. Sneaking around out in the open, people like, what? This doesn't make me invisible? This Awamawa man is of an impressive build, towering over the countertop. His skin is the dusky blue of the deeper oceans, and his thick arms boast corded muscles. Small ears frame a square-jawed face coated in smeared soot and arcing black tattoos alike. He offers you a broad smile as you approach. Welcome. You're the first new face I've seen in quite some time. What can I do for you? Is this your shop? That it is. Been here near on 20 years now. Seen all manner of things over the years, good luck and bad. Tawatanu glances at the guards standing watch along the wall, but the Black Hammer smithy remains. Everything's black in this town. The Black Hound and the Black Hammer. Okay, you've come at a strange time. I'm afraid the stock's not what it used to be, but we've fine weapons and armor to offer yet. All forged right here at the Black Hammer. Okay, what happened? I'll bite. We just don't have the supplies. Been expecting the next delivery for nigh on to a week now and haven't seen a sign of it. Have to expect they were hit by bandits. The road out east is crawling with them. Or my workers ran off with the wagon themselves, maybe to make some coin. Tawatanu snorts, as if that lot would dare. He's right about the bandits, the dire situation of villages like this, and the exodus to the cities has created far too many opportunities for unscrupulous sorts. Tawatanu scratches his jaw thinking, if you happen to be headed that way, maybe you could keep an eye out for a supply wagon of my shipment or my shipment at least. They'd be cutting through Black Meadow, I expect. Only good road for it. And as it is, most of our weapons go to His Grace, Lord Radorick. Tua, I'm sorry, I keep saying this wrong. Tua Tanu glances at the nearby guard. And that's as it should be. But it doesn't leave much for outsiders. We just don't have the iron. Where was the wagon traveling from? We sent the wagon up to New Haomar with weapons, and it swings around through Logholm and the like to purchase supplies. Shortest route back is through the Black Meadow, and then north through the wilds. Tuatanu shakes his head. Had a trader come through with word they'd made it to Logholm, but hadn't heard a thing since. Okay, I'll find your supplies. Then you have my thanks. You bring those supplies back and I'll have plenty more to offer you. A discount to start. Oh, and if you find my workers, tell them to hurry it up or they can take up farming instead. So,
Hail and well met.
can I see what you've got in stock anyhow? Oh. Still got some nice stuff there, doesn't he? So let us... Moment mal. Behe. Let's sell that. Wow. At the moment, there is nothing there that we need, and we've got quite a lot of stuff. We've been doing pretty good, haven't we? Even that sword did not make a lot of sense. It's junk, and more junk. Okay. We'll get more of this stuff, too, later. Could sell the books. We'll sell any extras we get. We don't have much of that yet. Wow. Okay. That gives us some coin. Thank you very much. That was well worth it. I just need to go back to the inn. And so you don't sit there all day waiting on them. I like that feature.
Greetings.
Okay, so let's take this one then. We can afford the laborer's rest this time at least. So I don't think we're going to make it all the way through the temple this evening. I kind of hoped we would. We'll see.
Wisebot said. 1 viewers, smiley face, alarm clock 1 hour 3 minutes and 44 seconds.
Oops, that thing is so weird. 1 viewer, smiley face. Yeah, okay. Oh, it's not a smiley face. It's an equal sign. Bleh. And it's grammatically incorrect. AI really is, everyone's just hyping about the frickin' AI. I'm waiting for the machines because they'll realize
Strange
we're
looking guy.
parasites.
All the time I spent here growing up. Never seeing what was coming.
They will realize that the human race is nothing but parasites, and then people will wish they had not developed an AI. But hindsight is always 20/20, isn't it?
You're not getting through me.
Come on, it's one shadow. Okay? This is another shadow. It's still only one. You two get in here, okay? Make yourselves useful.
Hey,
Obviously, I could do more in the combats, but with two mages, it's kind
of
of...
course.
My thought was I wanted to make
Leave it to me.
Eloth and
Not
mage.
getting through.
I mean, I wanted to make him a thief. That's what I wanted to say. But it doesn't let me do that, so I'm just making him functionally a thief. What? I clicked. Okay, we're gonna have to...
Leave it to me.
He's not actually hurt. He's just... It's really kind of weird, the game mechanics. His endurance is damaged. He's slightly hurt. Okay, so...
I shall be discreet.
It always sounds like quite a promise, doesn't it? Should we get ourselves killed now or later? This is not the room that's the worst, though.
Leave it to me. Hi.
I think the one maybe didn't cast his spell because he was too far away. Forgive me, I get kind of focused.
Of course.
Keeping quiet.
Excellent. Oh, that's a nice ring. Stop. I have to. I can do that.
How may I help?
I'll have it in no time.
Oh. That does more damage than his other sword. So that'll be okay. So let's have a peeky pie. Him and his traps. Okay. No, we never did put that one on him. Let's put this one on him. He's in the front, so fortitude, reflex, and will, along with deflection, and that one has nothing. What does this have? Perception? Dexterity. Seems fair enough. Okay. So now we can... Up! Oh. That'll be okay. I usually end up making him two-handed fighter sooner rather than later, but, you know, hey.
Hey.
Okay. I didn't mean to do that. I was just... What? Let's go kill all these spirits before we go and rest. Because that'll certainly cause us to need to rest afterward.
You should see them. You should see this.
Okay, so Durance, I want you here.
What?
What? What? What? So let's come in here, pull your britches down, and run back. That's what it equates to. And my plan is beautiful until one of them teleports behind my people and starts attacking the wizards anyhow, so. Now, yeah.
Yes.
What I say, what I say. I said it. I did. Bugger me.
Yeah.
Not.
We really already got 2 of them down?
Leave it to me.
Kill that one? Okay. Kill it before it spreads. Bugger me.
For Eothas!
Hey,
For Eothas!
I love when Aloth gets knocked out and then Adair is like, we gotta start taking better care of Aloth. So let's just let this thing spring out at us and attack us, okay? And just have that part of it over with. Because this is going to attack us again. What? But we knew it was coming. So the one got his spell off, the other one didn't.
For Eothas!
Wow, he was easy. They're usually a lot harder than that.
all right.
Like I
then.
said, though, I frequently play on a different level.
Lawrence fire casts
So.
light in dark places.
Yeah, who sees you?
The work
Sagamore,
of a moment.
talk to me. Tell mommy where it hurts. Well, he needs to have that. Right? Cloak of Eothasian priest, of an Eothasian priest. Okay. And this is just always a general description, but that gives +9 will. That way he won't... Did you find out for yourself that the monsters are out? I did tell you. Come here. I did tell you. I warned you earlier. I said the monsters are out. I think you never learn what that means when I say that to you. I have 2 other rabbits who are very aggressive. Very old, but very aggressive. And my little boy can't get to his cage when those monsters are out. I'll be right back. I want to put him in his cage, okay? Oh, so I got some pee on. Okay. Yeah, I caught you, didn't I? Huh? You thought it was a little boy? Don't fight with me. There you go, sweetie. That's right. Put that cover down. Leave him alone, Neva. Sorry about that. But that's why you have babies. They trust you. Right? So let's see who's going to look smashing in the green cloak. Oh, you already got a cloak. How unusual. Let's replace that tattered piece of junk that you're wearing. Wow. Okay. So let's walk around here, see if there's anything else hidden. Really worried for that dog to jump up, come run up behind us, that is to say. That is excellent because that means that part is over with. Whew. It just leaves those damn slimes. Let everyone get all caught up. That is Aloth who's in the lead. How interesting. Let's go to the Scolders. I remember my first time coming down here and doing this one. I was thinking to myself, I might start being the gamer who streams like this. So you can only see half my face and you have to postulate the rest of it. I'm such a freak. No, yeah. Oh, those aren't Scolders. Oops.
Leap.
Wrong level. Start pulling out the stops here, folks. You can't take them with you.
Lava will be on sea.
There's a 10% chance of hitting it? Wow, you suck. Guess we'll go for him since at least we have some sort of a chance, right? Oh, wow. You suck. I don't care what your chances are, kill that thing. Okay, so now we need him to cast. That's the best he has.
Mowing.
Hey,
Curses.
Did he's? I thought he was. Oh, okay. Before he could cast it, I must have interrupted it by accident. Like sheer force of will, isn't it?
He does it.
That's what it looks like. It is not within our natures to forgive. Those who seek redemption seek a long and winding path, a road which takes us down into the very hollows of our soul and asks us to reflect upon the fractured aspects of ourselves. Some nice stuff to bubbles to sell. So we're going to have to, well, like we can just camp down here, of course. I actually think we might not be too far from getting the temple done. Let's go fight the black slime oozy thingy maboozy mahoozy mahoozies. What? Oh, more shadows. Ah, the bath thing is down on the next level again. Mm-hmm.
Yes? How may I help?
Oh, he doesn't have an athletics of 1 yet. You suck. My gosh, seriously?
Curses.
Yeah.
What?
Beautiful.
You're not getting through me. You're not getting through.
Guess those mage spells are really doing something, aren't they?
I'll see what I can find.
Is that just me? Okay, I didn't see the stream drop at all this evening. I'll go back through the I'll go back through the stream when I have it published in Twitch and see what's it, who's it? I feel like there's a key on the lower level.
That's it.
Don't get cocky. Sometimes I get really stupidly stuck in ways that you think to yourself, I can't even imagine how. How can anyone be quite that stupid? There it is. It's incredibly easy for me because we're on a much easier level than I usually play on, so. But the problem is that I don't want to end up getting, having to redo battles, you know? I think that's such a pain in the butt. Oh, not you, you. You have a good perception.
All right, then.
So now with that key, we should be able to unlock this door without having to spend a lot of... See? Unlock with gleaming silver key. We can do it without the key, but then we have to spend an awful lot of lockpicks, in my opinion. The shadow is more perceptive than we are. Oh, you're... What? Nothing quite like accidentally clicking and, Sorry. Your finger clicks. You're like, what? Okay, so this one goes down. Before we go down to the next level, let's go to this room on the end. Okay? See, there was this room here. Oh. What? Why are they wandering around like that? Okay, so let's go in here. Gonna pretend like I don't see them. Psych!
Hey.
Sometimes you really do have to do these mini adjustments, don't you? So we are going to have to go and stay the night, and then we'll come back, and then we will finish tonight because I think we can. It's not going to be that much longer, you know. That one was healthy and hale, wasn't it?
Leave it to me.
Hale and healthy? Y'all know what I mean.
Quiet.
Y'all know what I mean. So let's go see what all will be. Potion of Fleet Feet. Okay. A crumpled note. This letter is fairly intact, though the parchment itself has been crumpled. Gesture. I know that the temple baths boast great healing properties, and that your back ails you still. Still, I would ask that if you are to indulge for the greater part of the day, you give over your key to the sanctum to someone else for safekeeping. This is not the first time we've been forced to wait to perform the day's rites, and Rhetoric's Oberka is often too far below to hear our knocking. Okay, if you say so. And again, we can... Let's go ahead and stay the night rather than going back up. There was those the resting supplies up top that we couldn't take with us. Okay, let's go down to the last level then. Finish this up tonight and post it again. Oh no, not this one.
How may I help? Lava will be on seek.
I didn't want to have to run down in the room because of that. Not sure he can triple black ooze. My own prejudice. Try it the other way since he can't see over there. Oh my gosh. This is not going to end well for any of us.
Damn it.
I hate this one, and I'm going to have to restart it. I can see that. That's him. He's going down. If he's going to do anything, it should be that. Oh, not him. No, don't do that. Damn it.
Hey.
Now you can do that. Okay, maybe we won't have to reload it. That'll be cool.
You're not getting through me.
I mean, you only have to live to tell about it, you know. The other two will stand up on their own and we'll go sleep. I don't have it on permadeath.
All right then.
But I do think we're gonna have to go upstairs and sleep. The still dark waters are reflective as black glass.
All right then.
So let's go on up and sleep. This is he's got severe burns. I really prefer to do it this way, and then let's put this on fast. Have them through here. At the end of it, there will be a shortcut, but we're not at the end of it, so. So he needs to rest properly, or he's not going to heal up well. Oh, Joyce always looks so funny. So let's go to the inn and rest. But it saves you time as a player, sitting here waiting, twiddling your thumbs, waiting for these people to show up. And you can buy more camping gear if you need to, but
Very
usually you
well
find quite a lot. So, a room, please. Okay, there we go. And if you're in a huge hurry that you can't wait, you can click and it'll take you out. I personally don't like to play these games when I don't bring time with me to be able to relax while I'm playing them. Because that's sort of the purpose for me. But then again, I think I game to amuse myself, but I also game sometimes to escape the world. That is. I'm going to turn my heater on in the background here because this room is cold and my feet are starting to freeze. It's still quite cold here in Germany, by the way. How about that? Hello. This is where we were.
Keeping an eye out. Remind me never to help kill my god again.
I hope you won't have to. The light rises from the bones as you approach. You have a moment to register the faintest image of a standing figure features a blur of mist and smoke before the world tilts. It is as if you have stepped sideways and into a new life. You are racing down a flight of stairs, following a weaving circle of torchlight. Your own panting breaths are loud in your ears. Panic and your robes alike foul your steps, and you nearly stumble before a hand reaches out to grip your arm and steady you, a fellow acolyte, who smiles encouragement as you reach the bottom. You run around and past the shallow reflection pool that marks the lowest point of the temple, following the dark shapes of the older priests as they lead the way towards the narrow hall that leads to the vault. You pass one of the torchbearers as you go. The harsh illumination of the flames reveals a familiar face. For a moment, your awareness spans time and identity, and you think Weirton has joined you here at the bottom of the temple. In the memory, he glances at you for a moment and then looks past at someone else. "I'll come back once they're gone," he says. You're being pressed along by the crowd and his words are growing faint. "Just keep quiet. We can't take any chances." Inside the vault, gold relics gleam like welcoming stars. The memory twists, jarring you loose for one moment and plunging you into another like a flung doll. There is only darkness around you now. You think yourself blinded until the knowledge settles onto you like a cloak. The candles have all burned away. You now know, too, with a sick certainty, that no one is coming. There is a cracking noise somewhere to your left, a wet slurping gurgle, and a ragged sob. You cannot see, so you cannot know which brother or sister has fallen, and which digs after what water a body may provide. You hear, in a faint murmuring to your right, the familiar cadence of prayer, but you no longer recognize the words. You are too tired to do harm. The thirst is like fire within you. Your tongue is thick in your throat, and every breath is a struggle that leeches strength from you. There is a light, they say, at the end of every bout of darkness, but this one does not end.
O0pi_H3 ad.
Hi.
Welcome to my channel.
The spirit releases you, and you come back to yourself in pieces. Your vision clears, and the vault around you is revealed once more, cast in muted hues by the sickly illumination of the soul still drifting like fading fog. Fear wafts off the spirit in waves, fraying at your own emotions. Now we have to decide how to react to the spirit. So we can say, I'm sorry, I hope you find peace in the next life, or say nothing. What's to be afraid of? You're already dead. Or that lying bastard, I'll see he pays for this. Or get away from me, I've had enough of you. So let's pick number 1. We'll be benevolent this time. I'm sorry, I hope you find some peace in the next life. The spirit seems to withdraw into itself. You sense less of its fear and confusion as it recedes, but the soul lingers still. Bugger me. No matter how many times I see you staring off at nothing, it doesn't get less weird. So let's gather the remains. You spend a few moments gathering up what you can find of the bones of the priests. It proves a heavy and gruesome burden, and you manage to recover them all.
You might find this interesting. I'll see what I can do. The work of a moment.
That's nice. I don't have anyone this time who would use it. This is a nice game to play a druid with, by the way. So there's a shortcut over here, by the way, folks.
That's
I don't want to lose him. Okay. Seeing what I can do for Adair, but I don't know that we're going to be able to not lose him. Just took a while to cast those spells, didn't it? Okay, nice. Okay.
hey.
Now we can all go after him and that'll take care of it. Okay. That's got that. Like I said, the combat it's not a combat simulator, so the combat is not exciting. And that is something I would encourage people to start thinking about when they, criticize games for the combat elements. Is it billing itself as a combat simulator? If not, then, I don't think that's something you should expect from it. It's exciting combat. Pilgrim's Last Vigil. Okay. Still, that was a lot easier than it could have been. As you step over the circle of candles, you hear a rattling clunk from a wall nearby. A door slides open with a grinding rasp of stone. The candles flicker gently as you approach. There is a gap above the altar, lined with broken glass, where a mirror may once have been set into the wall.
Candles are still burning. Not bad for a dead god.
Okay, what's this
Redemption.
all for?
They got this whole rite for when you come of age. They take you by the hand and you descend through the temple with your eyes covered, and that's supposed to be like a wicked life. They don't tell you where you're going. I was sweating like crazy when I did mine. They take you to that reflecting pool back there, and you're allowed to look at it so you can face your sins. Then, you come out into this room and you uncover your eyes again and everyone's there to greet you, all your friends and family. It's like you've been redeemed. You light your candle, and it burns with the others. Never had a feeling better than that my whole life.
Adair's eyes linger on the candles, and he seems for a moment to be a younger man.
The candles are still burning. Not bad.
We're not playing an evil character yet. I will do one of these days, though.
Nice to see those
I
candles.
feel
00
inspired.
underscore Alyssa.
I think
Hi.
they're
Welcome to my channel.
Welcome back. So let's go face this guy. Okay. We did manage to get the temple done tonight. I thought that we might not, but we spent an extra half an hour streaming this evening to do so. I really feel like an hour is not long enough to stream for a gaming video to really get anything done.
God's keep.
Okay, Weirton smiles nervously as you approach. Think I've sorted out the worst of it. Arms hurting a little less. He hesitates. You were down there a while. Did you find anything? His eyes dart constantly about the ruins. Let's be honest then. You lied to me. What? I was clear about everything, the risk involved. Is that what you mean? I did say there'd be spiders, and I'll pay you, of course, for the trouble. Perception, so you're very nervous for an honest man. Something weighing on your conscience, perhaps? Weirton opens his mouth to protest, but something in your expression stops him. He swallows nervously and looks away. His voice, when he speaks, is small. How did you... No, let's pick number 2. That place is full of shadows, spirits of those that you killed. That's not... I didn't kill them. Right up to the end, You don't understand. I tried to help them. I did. Every day. Every single day. I went to that temple and I warned them. I told them that they were playing with fire and rhetoric wouldn't be patient forever. And every time they'd shrug it off. Like I didn't know what I was talking about. Like it wasn't costing me
00
coming in.
underscore Aaliyah. Welcome to my channel.
Hi, welcome. Coming in to try and help them. I could have been arrested right alongside them. Ah, you worked for rhetoric. Yes, but not anymore. It's been a long time since I had a blade. He hesitates. I knew what was coming. It was their own damn stupidity that kept them in there. I couldn't understand. Every warning I gave, they ignored. The rhetorics, she said they'd be reborn anyhow, so it didn't matter. He grimaces. So she got what she wanted, her martyrdom. Rhetoric ordered us to round them up and lock them in cells. I convinced them to hide at least. They have that vault full of old relics. Gold and such. I thought they could hide in there, and once the guards left, they'd have something to sell for passage out of Deerwood back to Adair. But when I told the men that the priests had already gone, they ordered the temple sealed, and I couldn't get in. There was nothing I could do. Adair's eyes are wide, disbelieving. Nothing you could do but tell someone. Get the town together, organize a rescue. I'd have dug them out with my own hands if I'd have known. They were some of the last decent folk in this hole. Now all we got left is people like you. So I'm reading the choices. I don't know. The only one I mean, I feel like if he told Rhetoric, the Rhetoric probably would have slain all the priests anyhow. I don't feel like they brought it on themselves, and I don't feel like he abandoned them to save his own skin. So I guess we'll go with number 2. Why'd you send them down there? But that's a stupid question too. Because if Lord Rhetoric means to have the temple cleared, they would have found the bones eventually. They'd know I lied to them when I said the priests left, and I'd hang. I don't know if Rhetoric would have killed them. Maybe they'd be languishing in cells now. Maybe they'd be off somewhere in the Empire, and I'd have a night's peace. Well, then he should have told him, shouldn't he? If he really thought it might not. Excuse me. I told you the way of it. I told you what happened. Guess it's your turn now to make a decision. Okay. I just don't feel like he killed them per se. Okay, let's take number 5. I just want your money and the rest is your business. You deal with it yourself. You what? Wirt looks stunned briefly before he shakes himself into action. Of course, here. He takes out a coin purse from his belt and shoves it at you. As promised. You get 200 copper and have lost all the bones. Okay. Last time we killed him, remember? Our barbarian killed him. Posted at my YouTube. There were numerous people who went batshit crazy. They felt like that was a really, really naughty thing to do. Okay, so we're gonna end this here. Let's save. After the temple. Okay. So that's the end of our stream then, guys. Thanks for coming here, sitting with me, being with me, watching me play. I appreciate it. I think it's great. Hope that you'll join me again tomorrow night. We'll be on again at about 7 o'clock Central European time. Okay? And we'll play some more Pillars of Eternity. And I will see y'all then. Night.